For anyone who's unfamiliar with how this works, up in the top right hand corner of your screen, at least on a computer or desktop, that's where you'll find a live chat button. Jump up there, feel free to shoot us any comments, questions, or let us know what your vibes are. What we're going to talk about today, wrap up the Satoshiverse tourney and some suspicious activity. We're also going to get stuck into one of my favorite parts of streaming, and that is to show you the new Wizard Wahbu. You're going to get a whole new look on him, what he looks like, what he's got, what he can do, and it's going to be awesome. The third thing we're going to discuss, and this is what we've all been waiting for, and that is the leveling system. So we're going to really be able to release absolutely everything today to show you where we're at, what's happening, and what's not too far away. So at this point in time, we have not released the results yet. We've wrapped up the tournament. It went really, really well. Tons of new people came over, and we did get to see a nice little boost in activity as we gave you guys the opportunity to win up to nearly $900 in Satoshiverse avatar and NFTs. However, we did notice some suspicious activity, which kind of sucks. It should just be a rule that you shouldn't do these things, but unfortunately it happened.
Yeah.
But, mind you here.
Yes, I am. And I see that your screen is loading and I cannot see what you're sharing. So I don't know whether that's the case with everyone.
Okay, well, it was just the leaderboard for the current tournament as it's blank.
Okay, so I will just click share.
Everyone can see what's going on there. So we haven't released the tournament leaderboard yet, as we did have a bit of data to run through with the suspicious activity that we noticed. So I believe that we'll be able to release a leaderboard either tomorrow or Thursday, but we were just getting into the suspicious activity that we noticed. We did want to address in the recent tournament, we've noticed suspicious activity from several accounts, both new and familiar to us. However, it's not possible to direct these accounts to any specific rule or terms and conditions violations, which does make it very challenging to take further action. Now, rest assured, we are implementing measures to prevent such behavior from continuing. We do apologize for any inconvenience caused and appreciate your understanding as we do strive to learn and grow and do better in the coming tournaments.
That's about it. So I think Ryan said it, and it's very important to learn from all these situations and to see where we can adapt and overcome all this.
Welcome, Wahbu. We do have a few more images and a bit more to show about the leveling system momentarily, but this is kind of like the first glimpse of Wahbu. You can see on the left-hand side his health, his mana, underneath his spells, and of course right in the middle the awesome art of Wahbu in his epic form. What do you think in mind?
Wahbu in general, as we spoke, very interesting character. It's always interesting to see all the variations of his rare, like epic, legendary, and but what's most exciting for me is that it's Wahbu is already in the wizard customization screen.
What I'd really like to show with this one as well is he's looking pretty cool, Wahbu, and something I've noticed in a few different images of him that I've seen. On the wizard card, he looks, fairly tall and lean, but in the next image that we've got that I sent you a link to, Mind, he actually looks quite buff.
It looks like Zeus almost.
That's what I thought. So he looks like an absolute beast. I think he's going to be quite fun to play. Maybe you can see the spells a little bit better and you can tell us a little bit more about them.
So you can see two spells. It's both of them actually are all enemies spells. One of them costs 3 mana, the other costs 8 mana. So should you choose to attack all enemies, it's gonna cost you just 3 mana, and you can do it for 3 consecutive turns. you choose to damage all enemies with max power, it's gonna be 8 mana. Sounds like a very dangerous thing to have on your team. Should they stay? This is insane, man.
Check out on our Twitter and our Discord to stay tuned for some really funny Wahbu memes that we've created that will be released over the coming days. I can see Ryoga. I don't speak English very well, but my question is why keep releasing wizards and not let the ones that are already there be rented out so that at least the community benefits a little, since I don't think anyone has been able to rent a single wizard.
I think quite a bit of people have rented and tried out wizards, and I know I have done so for sure. The idea is that we actually now encourage more the free to play and free to enter type of game more. People just come out and try the game, and I think as we move more to the play to earn version, where owning wizards is more beneficial, I think that will happen much more, especially with the next update of the leveling. So I think it's a very good question, and I think we are moving in that direction. Just at this point, releasing some of new wizards is also important for the variety and the balance of the game, because if we would have only like 5 or 7 wizards, that would be just a little. I don't think we're releasing too many of them. We just had a plan for some of them to be like a group of wizards which balance out well, and we don't get bored of the same combinations. So I guess the balance in how many wizards we release is very important. You are right. So we will not be releasing them forever, and at the same time we will be releasing some of the updates which will balance and round out all the wizard team selection very well as well.
Excellent answer. I hope that sums it up, Ryoga. Now, it looks like that's all the questions we've had so far. Now we get to have a little bit more of a chat about the leveling system. We've got some cool images. We've even got a couple of videos we've prepared so you can have a good, solid look at things. But tell me, Mind, how are things looking for the leveling system, and what's the case?
I had quite a bit of talks this week with our dev team. We have a bit of a delay, as it would seem, but at the same time, we are communicating it, and the main thing is that we are planning to communicate all the testing process together. So the main thing is what it is in the process of being mounted, let's say, on the test server. So that's happening today. I have seen a working test version already today, so it is in the test version. It's just a bit too early to show everything to you guys, so we are planning to have that sometime next week to give you guys a sneak peek at how the test build works. I am aware that there are a couple of bugs, and some of the elements, animations, or some sounds will need to be implemented in those builds, but it's already working. The main thing is that we had a lot planned for this, one release. It was not like one update. It was an update with a lot of small moving parts, which have to make that one update. Otherwise, it does not really work. So it required a bit more balance than we expected. But everything is moving forward, and I think this margin of error that we did in this prediction of when it will launch is pretty good. So to move into testing phase even before we plan to have it done, I think it's also it's a win. So, yeah, so it's being tested, and you guys will be the first to actually also experience it and be able to give your feedback and try it out together with us.
What we're going to do now is show some of those images. So let's give this a play and have a look around for the first time. Welcome to the first look of leveling.
Okay, so there's play now. There's some loading. And we're jumping into wizard selection. We have some details for the wizards. You enter the character screen. Here's the health and mana, spells of course, and some stuff on the right side that will appear once you level up at least a little bit.
So it is.
Of course, you can see Amin on your screen.
Yep.
Yeah. Einar. Yeah, so here you basically see all the wizard selection. The stuff that you're gonna see there that you need to level up, something that you need to collect, some stuff that you have already collected. This is the best part. This is the mouse over effect that I wanted it so much. So of course it probably will be balanced a bit more. I can see some of the lines a bit touching each other, but you will have more information when you mouse over on your and your enemy wizards. One very important thing is, especially for beginners, you can actually see the name of the wizard when you mouse over.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I've been missing. I remember all the names of the wizards, but sometimes there's just that one where you just have the name somewhere on the edge of your tongue, but just can't find it. You have the affinity, you have the name, you have the spells, you have the consumable, and you have the passive skill, which will be available at level 5. So all this information will be available just a mouse over away.
And Homer has asked, will resources drop in beginner mode?
I think they might, but I'm not sure now. If they are, they will be definitely, they have a decreased chance. So I'm not sure. I cannot answer this right now because I know we discussed this quite a bit, but I don't have the final decision. That was probably already done within the design team when they were doing some more calculations.
Here we've got another player card. Look out, we're going to check out Elsevier to start off with. Just because he's a badass looking wizard, I wanted to check him out and show him to you guys. Now the beast himself. And you can see again all of the new stats, the passive skill, and the whole leveling system that's going to go into making these characters more powerful, more unique, more desirable, and a lot more able to win you battle. Here we just have a bunch of images of some changes, some new designs.
Yeah, so let's take a look. Also, I've seen some of them, but not all of them. So we can see you got some rewards. You got some consumables. We got some resource as well. You got a score as well. There is something similar or something new. We have something that we saw already. It's Einar the Spark. We have an amount of some resources they have collected. We have spells, obviously. No new stats still there. It's level 1. There's some progress there, progress bar or something that's gonna indicate how much you have progressed. Yeah, here you have the fun wheel, where you get some random rewards as well. Consumables, might be some resources.
Yep, you can see this one here. Someone's won a power stone.
Yep.
So that's exciting to see some things like that.
Yeah, so here we have a quest as well. I don't know whether you guys noticed, but it's like a quest hint as well. So play 10 matches with Elsevier in the team. So it's part of the, let's say, quest for leveling. Because if you want to level up a certain wizard, you might have to play that wizard and not just just collect resources with the other wizards. So it will require to complete some assignments as well. Here we have something that we saw before. We already have some more spoilers. We have deleted some of the stuff before, but now you can see some of the stuff. Some of it might be some subject to change, but you can expect something in this area. Something some raw damage increase, some affinity penetration, some resistances, maybe some health, maybe some additional effects, and it's definitely not the limit. And of course, the passive skills are still quite a secret, and I think this is going to be something worth waiting for. Here you see some screenshot of part of an animation as well for Wahbu. Yeah, there's effect as well. Yeah. Animation should look much better, but this, something to expect because this dude has a lot a lot of stuff to do with lightning and electricity. So this is some teaser images that we wanted to share with you. And I see there are some questions from Dixon as well.
Right. I think it was mentioned, but I'm not sure. But each wizard leveling would require different resources. Like some resources are specific for some wizards for leveling.
So I think this will be definitely explained in the near future. I don't yet want to dive very much into it. There's still some testing needs to be done, and most of the stuff is decided, but some of the stuff is still being balanced. So I would rather wait a bit and consult as well with the design team to have more clear answers. But also, I really don't want to tell you everything, even when I know 100% of how it's gonna work. For me, I think, and for everyone playing Wizardia, it's part of the fun to figure some of the stuff out.
That novelty experience is irreplaceable. So the more secrets left, I think, is better. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, so while they think or they choose not to talk about this yet, I will take the time just to say that, we are working on this. We're trying to deliver it in the best condition as possible. And I think we will. And thank you for your patience. Stay with us. You will be part of all the development updates, and as soon as we pass the first test of the testing phase, then we can actually turn it on ourselves and share it with our community, and then actually see, maybe find some bugs, laugh at some unbalanced features maybe, or maybe enjoy and see some more sneak peek previews of the leveling update.
That's all we had to run through today. Was there anything additional you wanted to mention, Mind?
As usual, we try to be present, communicate what we're up to, get some feedback, answer some questions, business as usual. And the main thing is, keep calm, and let's wait for the next build. And I know I am waiting for it. And my partner in business, Tom, as well, is visiting at the time. So we will have some meetings as well, and we have some ideas about the future and moving into the mobile. So some of the meetings we held today were connected to that. So I'll just drop you a hint that it's not the end, and we're making plans even for the further future.